Hello, I'm Cristina D, a Sedesco esthetician with over 50 plus years of experience in advanced aesthetics. I developed Naturmed in collaboration with expert chemists from Italy. Naturmed is made in Umbria, a region of Italy known for its beauty and farm fresh ingredients. Naturmed has been created by combining these natural ingredients and plants with cosmetic science. This professional skincare line meets the needs of the most estheticians. It provides visible differences, proven functionality, customized products and treatments, multifunctional products supporting home care for all skin types. The skin itself requires a very efficient professional skincare line in order to meet those needs of the estheticians when doing services on their clients. We all know that the skin is an ecosystem that needs to be protected, fed, and assisted. The microbiome of the skin needs to be kept balanced to remain healthy. And outside, a battlefield of various toxins can attack this skin internally and externally. Our skin is the only organ exposed to air and elements. And that is why it is affected by numerous pollutions and external and internal elements. What happens to our skin when it is exposed to these elements? Well, the skin becomes unhealthy, it becomes dull, fatigued, poor appearance, it has more fragility, it's irritable, it's unable to cope with daily stress, it has a reduced functionality, a very low immune system not able to heal and function. It has faster aging as a result of these elements that are attacking this organ. It becomes unresponsive to average cosmetic treatment, so it requires a little bit more in the products that are being used. It can also have increased photoaging, dark spots, uneven color. It can be oily, it can have seborrhea, it can have pustules, papules, blackheads. All this is due to perhaps excess sebum being produced by the sebaceous glands. It can be dehydrated, lacking water. It can have sagging, poor elasticity. This would come with age, of course. A lack of collagen, also with time. Increased expression wrinkles, again with mature skin. And of course, poor microcirculation, broken capillaries, telangiectasia, cuperos. All these are side effects to a skin being affected by external and internal elements and not being cared for correctly. This constant struggle is against bacteria, protection from the environment and pollution, overheating or freezing. In other words, when the skin is overheated or when the skin is too cold. Of course, UV rays, sunlight, we all know the damage that can do to the skin. Secretions which may be excessive or deficient. In other words, we may have too much sebum, not enough sebum as we mature. We may be deficient in hyaluronic acid, and this is why we have dehydration. We may not have enough collagen, and that's why our skin starts to become more sagging and less plump. Scarred by marks of life. Stress is a big inducer of skin problems. Storm of free radicals when we don't get enough sleep, when we don't eat well, we don't exercise, when we don't protect ourselves from external attack, poor diet. Again, all these can create free radicals in the skin, which produce a lot of negative side effects. Of course, time. We cannot change time. That's just part of life. And so with time, we know that there's going to be some structural collapse. Overall, an unbalanced skin microbiome is going to affect how well the skin maintains its health. And so it's really important to focus on the skin microbiome to make sure that it is well supported with proper use of products, cosmetic products. Unfortunately, nowadays, too many people are purchasing and using products on their skin that are the wrong product for their age or for their specific problems that they're facing. And so it's even more important for an esthetician to help the skin to achieve that healthy balance. And that is why as the general public would want to come visit an esthetician to see how can they resolve these problems. Of course, the most important thing that we do as estheticians is to provide a professional diagnosis of the skin type and its current conditions in order to determine the best products to use. The function of the Naturmed special formulations are varied depending on exactly that, the diagnosis of the skin and the conditions of the skin that we're going to use them on. So first thing is we want to make sure that we always activate the skin's own defenses. We always want to maintain a healthy microbiome. We are wanting to free the skin from any excess of free radicals that attack our skin and make it unhealthy. We want to always increase support for the fibers, collagen fibers, elastin fibers. We want to make sure that our skin has a regular cellular turnover. Excuse me, the 28-day cycle is what is normally found in a healthy young skin, but as we age, it can turn to 60 days or more. And so cellular renewal is a very important function that we now recognize as being essential for healthy, good skin. Energizing cellular functions, getting down into the layers of the skin, getting down into the cell functions. It's really important to have that balanced, synergistic functioning of the skin. And we want to enhance the natural beauty of the skin. We cannot change what we were born with, but we definitely can help the skin to deal the best way possible with the passage of time and external attacks. We want to maintain our skin fresh and radiant and glowing as much as possible and for as long as possible. Naturmed cosmetics have been formulated with the latest clean cosmetics with small batch productions. There's no irritating agents, no comedogenic ingredients, meaning it doesn't clog pores. There's no drying alcohol, so it doesn't dehydrate the skin. No artificial fragrances. All our fragrances are natural, distilled from plants, flowers, and spices. No mineral oils, only natural vegetable oils. No animal extracts, no parabens. We treat all skins with Naturmed for all skin types. And it has a sustainable development with manufacturing that follows that ethic. There's a synergy of plant extracts, vitamins, peptides, and biological extracts in all the formulations. We also use incorporated vitamins, which are an important element for maintaining the skin's functions. They're all formulated to remain stable and non-irritating. Each one is selected to perform very specific functions according to the skin conditions they're meant to address. Of course, we know that some of the most popular out there are vitamin A, vitamin B, C, and F. The natural extracts are a key component in modern skincare, offering a range of benefits that cater to specific concerns. Example, beta-glucans, hyaluronic acid, allantoin, honey, yeast, soya, glycerin, listen, rice starch, and more. Plant extracts are important. We find that we try to use the most active plant extracts that are easily absorbed by the skin and selected to perform very specific tasks. We also incorporate biological extracts in the Naturmed. Some of these examples would be retinol that is encapsulated in carnauba wax. The reason retinol is encapsulated in this particular carnauba wax is because it becomes slow release into the skin, avoiding that negative reaction of most retinols, which would cause peeling, and also to maintain its stability. Retinol is a wonderful addition for many skin conditions to help to stimulate cellular renewal. Peptide is another very interesting ingredient. It's a polysaccharide that helps to prevent moisture loss. It provides a quick lifting action. It boosts collagen and prevents skin oxidation. Another ingredient called Syntax is for smoother, firmer looking skin. It reduces wrinkles while nourishing the skin in the very delicate eye area, is where we've used it in our eye products. And Sanaki is another very interesting ingredient. It's the latest generation peptide that smoothens the skins by reducing the muscular contractions that are causing expression lines, wrinkles. So it works similar to Botox in that it smoothens and delays that contraction. Vegetable oils are naturally found in vegetables. They provide a very strong anti-free radical action, but at the same time, they nourish and they protect the skin. Gentle fruit acids, these are very important for cellular renewal. We use a combination of glycolic, lactic, tartaric, malic, and others. The gentle fruit acids are in combination to produce cellular renewal, reduce blackheads and balance sebum, improve skin tone, reduce dark spots, increase skin softness, they're anti-wrinkle, and most important, they resurface the skin to provide a healthy glow. Peptides are scientifically backed multifunctional ingredients in dermatological skincare. Peptides are a very key ingredient in advanced skincare due to their role in skin regeneration, anti-aging, and barrier support. Peptides are a short chain of amino acids. They're fundamental building blocks for proteins such as collagen, elastin, and keratin. In skincare, they're used to mimic natural signaling molecules to stimulate cellular communication and repair the skin. They offer targeted benefits from collagen stimulation to anti-inflammatory and skin brightening effects. Their low risk of irritation makes them suitable for daily use across all age groups and all skin types. Some of the examples of the peptides found in Naturmed, as already mentioned, Peptide, Pulolan, Syntax. The function of peptides is quite extensive. They stimulate collagen production, they improve skin elasticity, they repair skin barrier, they reduce inflammation, they brighten the skin, and they boost hydration. Now let's take a look at what are the clinical facial treatments. First and foremost, the importance of a facial is to determine a correct skin analysis and identify the skin types and conditions that we're working on. The focus of the facial will be chosen according to that skin analysis and the conditions we find, so that we can correct what the imperfections or the skin conditions that clients require us to correct. Of course, it's very important to always follow a clinical facial treatment with correct home care advice. As beauty professionals, we will recommend the best products to use at home for each individual based on that skin diagnosis. Step to a facial. The steps to a facial are: remove makeup with a makeup remover, cleanse the skin with a proper cleanser according to the skin type, exfoliate with a scrub or a peel, again according to the skin type. We might use a steam for perhaps 5 to 10 minutes. Not always, but it is optional. Again, according to skin type, the timing is determined. We always finish the cleansing with a toner. Using a toner is very important as it reestablishes the correct skin pH in order to continue our treatment. Most facials will incorporate some sort of massage. Of course, we have a beautiful massage cream to do this. And after the massage, we will rinse that off and proceed to a mask chosen according to skin type and the conditions we're treating. And of course, that follows with a serum and the final application of a protective cream. Clinical facial treatments vary according to the skin that we're working on and the conditions we've determined. So let's take a look at one of the most popular facials, which is the moisturizing facial. Who is it for? It's for all skins, but especially those that are normal combination, showing dryness, dehydration, especially during the winter when the skin is more likely to suffer from dehydration. The skin is going to feel tight. It might even show possible signs of flaking. The actions of this particular facial are to, number one, balance that microbiome of the skin to support its barrier functions. Barrier function meaning it is an organ that is meant to protect us from external elements. And so we need to make sure that the microbiome of the skin made up of good and bad bacteria is stable and balanced. The action of this facial is to do exactly that. It will restore that lost moisture. It will increase hyaluronic acid in order to do that. And it will leave your skin well hydrated, supple, and better able to defend itself again against the environment. Clinical facial treatments for distressed, soothing facials. This facial is for all skins, but especially those delicate, sensitive, reactive complexions. The skin may look thin, it may show signs of flushing, pink to red in the cheek areas, possible dilated blood vessels, capillaries as they're called. The actions of this facial is refreshing, calming, moisturizing. It is going to decongest the skin, balance it, and moisturize it at the same time. It again will increase the barrier function of the skin to better defend itself against the environment. The clarifying facial is for those who have an oily, normal combination skin. They might have impure skin with some blackheads, possible blemishes, regular breakouts. The problems associated with an oily skin can also be associated with other things like dark spots, some wrinkles, depending on the age, of course. The actions of this facial are deep cleansing, exfoliating, purifying action, balancing that oil sebum to reduce and prevent further blemishes, reduce enlarged pores. All of these are possible with the clarifying facial products in the facial. And last, we have a rejuvenating, nourishing facial. This facial is for more dry, mature skin, skin that is lacking sebum, tends to happen after the age of 40. Sagging skin, wrinkles, these are all possible conditions that we will see on this type of skin. The actions of this facial are nourishing to increase that skin moisture and relieve dryness, to regenerate and improve that cellular renewal that, as I stated earlier, will slow down to possibly even 60 days from 28 days. Firming the skin to stimulate collagen and elastin to help to improve that sagging. Anti-wrinkle to reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. So again, the actions of the facials are to prevent and delay skin aging, to energize cellular activity, to reinforce the skin's own defenses against the environmental attack, and to keep the skin supple, smooth, and younger looking. Here's a chart that is easy to follow so that one can determine very quickly which products to use in each of the facials. As you can see, we have the 4 facials we just went through, easily identified here. We have the rejuvenating, nourishing facial for dry, mature skin, distressing, soothing facial for sensitive skin. We have the moisturizing facial for dry, dehydrated skin, and we have the clarifying facial for more oily combination, possibly even acne. So the action of the treatments, again, are all stated here. And then here we have all the step-by-steps of the facial with specific products being recommended. We do have a note here that says all retinol serums and creams can be used on all skin types, and that's because it is absolutely correct. We can use retinol on any skin and any skin type. because it does have some really, really important functions, which are to maintain cellular renewal. And by maintaining cellular renewal, you're actually stimulating all those functions that the skin is responsible for, and therefore good for all skins. This is the Naturmed home care advice. Again, based on the skin that you've identified, you can determine which products to use. Some people will ask me, well, if there's, if they have sensitive skin, can I maybe give them a hyaluronic serum as well? Of course you can. These are all open to interpretation, and of course the esthetician can determine what is best. But this is a good start for everyone who's starting to use a line to at least have a baseline to work from, to be able to work with the product safely and effectively. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and I hope to continue to help you and continue to discover Naturmed for yourselves. Thank you very much.